Hello, Space Engineers. We're back. Now, I did have some footage of me laying out this framework. Well, actually I never did because I didn't start the recording right. So you missed out on that, and yes, it dropped a few things. But the other thing I did when off camera is I got myself a little bit more light. And this light is going to follow me around. And it's not the best at following me around. It provides a little bit of light, but not much. But it's better than nothing. As you can see, depending on what angle I'm looking at, it's still pretty dark over here in this corner of the valley. Sunlight doesn't get down in here very easy. But as we build and as we build things up, we're going to have more place to put light. And I've also decided that tower over there is going to be temporary. So that battery that's on it, as you can see, I think it's drained right now, but I'm just going to leave it drained so I don't have to take all the power out of it later. But before we get too much further into building on this, I'll start laying out the walls, finishing off the roof. I don't know if I'll be able to... Yeah. I might end up redoing my structure here, my beams here, but we'll see. No, not that. But before I do that, let me get into this and show you how I've got this thing set up. Need to... Let me clean this up a little bit. I thought I had all those in there. Hold on. There we go. Anyways, the way I've got this set up, I've got an AI basic just set up to follow me. Set it at 15 meters. I might be able to set that closer and get better light. But then it's going to have problems with the ground, I think. And this is just a flight, pretty basic. The collision avoidance does not seem to be working very well at the moment, because it most definitely collides with things. And I've got this over here. I set that up to dock it. And when it gets to the first one, I turn off collision avoidance. I decrease my minimum altitude so it doesn't have problems with the ground. And here, I'm turning the connector back on. And number 3, that's just near the connector where I've got it hanging out at. The other things I've got set up on it I've got the follow me, and this is what gets it to start, well, following me. So I have it turning on the thrusters, though I don't have it being turned off right now, but I've still got that. Same with the batteries, if they're always on auto, but I don't. But I've got that going on. I tell it to start following me and turn the AI behavior on for both on the AI basic. I turn off precision mode because, well, I don't think I need it. Maybe I need to turn that back on for the help it avoid collisions. I tell it to start aligning to AI, yeah, aligned to planet gravity, and turning on the collision avoidance. And I'm increasing the altitude to 25 so it stays above a certain level. Also over here on the connector, I'm turning that off. Instead of just hitting a switch lock, I'm just turning that off. I'll show you why here in a little bit. And for this one, telling it to go home, I've kind of got a few of the opposite things. I'm turning precision mode on, turning off aligned to planet gravity, If you do that, turning off the align to planet gravity and turning precision mode on, it'll actually dock itself and fly backwards because it tries to align itself exactly to how you had it when you set your waypoint. Whereas if you have your align to planet gravity on, it won't do that. And I have it telling to go home. The problem with turning align to planet gravity off is, yes, it might try to fly upside down on occasion, so make sure you've got enough thrust that it can fly upside down if need be. I do have a searchlight on. It's basically targeting characters and friendly, so yeah, it targets me. And it does have some other lights on there. Let me get out of that. But that's what I've got that set up on right now. And it helps some. Let me try. See if I can't get to fly a little closer here. Yeah, that might help a little bit. Let's see, do I have any? I've got some steel. Let me see if I can't go grab more. And let's see, how about lining this out? Like I said, some of these supports might change here in a little bit as my walls go up. We'll see. Still kind of trying to figure out exactly what I want here. Gonna have to build a ramp up to get up to there. But I need to quit staring at it and do something. Let's see. I can at least do the roof here. Let me... You're not going to come down this far, are you? No. Yeah, it's kind of the problem. It doesn't want to come down, but if I turn off the minimum altitude, it's going to crash into the ground. Or into me. Huh. We'll have to mess with that some. But let me look at my colors here. I'm actually kind of liking the blue. That'd be good for the sides. Let's do that for the roof. I'll figure out something else for the sides. Okay, now, do we have... These beams may not work. I'm gonna have to take all these out. It was a nice idea, but then to try to build anything around the beams themselves doesn't really work out. Well, don't know until you try, I guess. Let me get rid of these. Let me get an inventory that I can put stuff into.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Well, this will be interesting. Got more fuel right up there. Well, I don't know if I can get up there. It's not connected up to the system, so I might be out of fuel. All right. Plan B. Do not have a camera on this, so this will be interesting.
Fuel critical. Fuel critical. Fuel critical.
Now let's see how bad this does. Turning that back on is okay. Turning that back on is okay. Now does it still follow me? Yes, it does. Okay. Well, it's handy having it around for something, I guess. But yeah, I was grinding this down. Let me do that, then I'll come back and we'll start this a little fresher. Hello, and we are back. We've got some sunlight going on here, so I'm going to let that thing sit there and charge a bit. I've laid out the shell. Here, as you can see, you got to start on the roof. Need to... there's a hole over there. That's okay. But I'd stop right here, at least, for now. On the building part. Right now, my plan is to have a door right here. I need to lay out the floor, finish up the roof. Let me plug this hole. Do I still have... yeah. I'm just using this color to lay things out for now. It might stay, it might change. Let me kind of think about the floor here. Trying to think, what do I want my floor to look like? Do I want to do this? Do I want to do a wood pattern? You know, I can do a wood pattern. You know, that doesn't look too bad. Okay, it does look that bad. Let me go. I like to use these because they don't use up as much steel. Apparently I did not save that wood color from earlier. See if I can't tweak this a bit. What do I do to get just black with maybe a hint of red? Now let's go more wood color. Needs a little more yellow. But we go with that. There's a little bit more dark and gray in there than I was really wanting, but it does have a nice distressed look like that. Let's start laying this out here. Come on. Okay. I'll kind of try to see about my interior a bit. Boy, that's a lot of interior. I'll figure something out. And we'll be cutting in through some of this to put in windows. There'll be things like that. Just looking at the roof. Yeah. Got grass growing into my home now. I might need to go... There. Don't know why I was crap, but yeah, that. Let me figure some of this out. Maybe get some welding done. And get this interior layout figured out. Well, welcome back. Got the floor welded up. I also decided I'm going to put in... Let me get this out. I'm going to put an assembler right there. And I'll put a full-size refinery right here. And by doing that, this also gives me access to the basement. I went ahead and added 3 batteries in, so we'll have some power. And off this corner above there, I've put that in. It's also going to be a place to dock some ships right there. I'll make a platform to walk down, stuff like that. Right now I've got that set just to hover right there. It's good, gives me good light right here in this corner. Wrong buttons. I went ahead and put a door over in here. I don't know if I'll put one. I'll probably end up putting one back there too. But off in this corner, I think will be where I end up putting my bed. That might kind of... That's not much of a view right through there. So I might just leave it blocked off. I might put a window on the other side of that. We'll see. And over right here next to it, of course, we need our... We can put an armory. Or do I want it there? Yeah, let me try it there. And I'll play with the colors later. Don't expect things to stay these same colors. But I'm going to put that there for now. We can put that back there. Let me put a little more separation in there. Let me put the shower there and there. Then... No. Let's put that there. I'll go ahead and put that right there. Off in this corner is a good spot for that, and I can plumb that in beneath. I'll probably put an H2O2 generator somewhere, maybe down here by these, keep all the noise down in one corner. Don't need it, but I'll go ahead and put that right there. Then we can go... That's not backwards, is it? Yeah, that's backwards. Put that right there. So we've got our... Got that, we've got that, we've got that. Out here in the middle, See, we kind of need some walls up. Okay, I can kind of use these just temporarily. So I can put a door right there. And that gets me in there. So that's going to mean that's dark because there's no light in any of that. I'll figure that out later. Maybe I'll put a sun roof in. But that's that. Got a kitchen, so I've got I can do that, so we've got that. Yeah, I'll go ahead and leave that there. Bit of a kitchen here. Let's close off. Oops. Close off that right there. So we've got room in here. Let's see, that's going to need a locker or something. Let's do that. Then do that. Put that there, and I don't think I have any laid out here. No. Helps if I can spell. Didn't realize those were all that big. Let's do that. There. Let's put that there. So that's going to kind of, right now, my plans are. I still need to finish off the ceiling. But that'll give you a good idea of the layout. So we've got coming in through a door right there. Got a bedroom over here. It's a little bit of a walk over here to get into this. But we've got a kitchen, kitchen, bathroom. Maybe not quite that close together normally, but they are typically rather close. That your plumbing needs to run through there. We've got an area over here for a lab. And off of that, we've got room back here, and we can fill this out with a little more stuff back in here. Then yeah, I think this will be a good spot back here to do a bit of a deck, and off the deck I'll find a way to get up there for my ships. I'll be parking that thing. I've got that one I need to park, and I also have the other one that I need to park the mothership and miner. But that gives you an idea. I'll weld this up. I'll play around with the colors, see what makes it look good. I've added some windows in a few places. Next time, I'm not sure. We kind of have a good start on a nickel mine and an iron mine. It may be a good time to get up there and start laying down some infrastructure for the main project up there. I also need to find a way to get material from over there, from one of my two mines, up to there. Maybe I'll use the AI blocks. This thing's doing okay. It doesn't do the best job of parking. But there's also scripts that can do the same thing, and those are a lot more stable. So maybe I'll do that. And also, do I create a ship that'll go all the way up there to that thin atmosphere, or do I have something down here and just run a conveyor line up there? That's a lot of conveyor line to run, but it can be done. These are all problems we need to figure out. But that's part of the game. It's a good part of the game. Figuring out how to do it. Maybe I'll get crazy and put a road up there and drive everything up. But that'd be a lot of digging just to get something that's flat enough to drive up. We'll see how things go. It has to sit there and figure itself out for a bit. But once it does, it seems to do just fine. And I've got that set up. One of those event controllers is just monitoring that connector, and as soon as it gets within range, it locks it down. You know, that's why I've got it turning off the connector instead of just disconnecting it. You turn it off. If you just disconnect it, that event controller will say, oh, I'm within range, and lock it right back. So you just turn it off, and that gives it time. It can sit there and figure itself out before it gets going, if need be. But we've got a good start on our living quarters. I know it doesn't look like much right now, but like I said, I'll do some welding. I'll play around with colors, see what I end up with. Thanks for watching.